In Buddhist teachings, the image of clear water is a very powerful symbol. Imagine a calm, peaceful lake early in the morning. The surface is smooth, and you can see all the way to the bottom. You can also see the sky, the trees, and even your own face perfectly reflected. In this way, clear water is a symbol for a calm and steady mind. It is a mind that is not disturbed by outside events or strong emotions. When the mind is clear like water, it shows us things just as they are. Many people live their lives with minds that are like muddy water. When the water is muddy, it is impossible to see through it. Everything looks dark and confused. If you drop a stone in muddy water, it becomes even more unclear. But if you simply leave muddy water alone, after some time, the mud will settle, and the water will become clear again. Our minds are like this. When we try to force things, or shake things up, our thoughts become more and more cloudy. But when we allow things to settle, the mind naturally returns to clarity. Clear water does not choose what it reflects. It reflects everything equally: the beautiful sky, the passing clouds, the birds, and even the old fallen leaves. In the same way, a calm mind accepts everything that comes into its awareness. It does not hold on to some things or push away others. In Buddhism, this is seen as a great strength, because only when our mind is clear can we truly see and understand our lives. The image of clear water reminds us to take care of our minds and to allow clarity to return, even when life is difficult. When water is clear and still, it shows everything just as it is. There is no confusion, no change in shape or color. In the same way, a mind like clear water can see reality without distortion. But for many of us, our minds are often filled with opinions, judgments, and memories from the past. These things act like waves or ripples on the surface of the water. They make it difficult to see what is truly there. For example, if you look into a pond and see many waves, you cannot see the bottom. The waves make the water look deeper or more dangerous than it really is. In life, our ideas and emotions are like these waves. When we are angry or upset, even small problems can seem very big. When we are worried about the future or thinking about the past, it is hard to see the present moment clearly. Our minds create stories, and sometimes these stories make us suffer more than the real situation. A mind like clear water does not add anything extra to reality. It does not make things bigger or smaller than they are. It simply observes what is happening right now, with no extra decoration. This does not mean ignoring problems or pretending they do not exist. Instead, it means seeing things as they truly are, without being blinded by strong feelings or old beliefs. When we see reality clearly, we are less likely to make mistakes. We can respond to life with wisdom instead of reacting out of habit or fear. In this way, a clear mind helps us to find peace, even in the middle of difficulties. Just like clear water shows the true shape of a stone at the bottom, a calm mind allows us to see the truth in every situation. Why does the mind so often lose its clarity? In daily life, many things can disturb our inner calm, just as wind or rain can disturb the surface of water. One common source of inner turbulence is desire. When we want something very strongly, it is like throwing a stone into a quiet pond. The ripples spread out and make everything unclear. We may spend a lot of time thinking about what we want, and this fills our minds with restless thoughts. Another source is fear. When we are afraid, it is as if a strong wind is blowing across the water, creating waves and confusion. Fear can come from many places: the fear of losing something, the fear of the unknown, or the fear of not being good enough. These feelings move through our minds and disturb our sense of peace. Anger also stirs up the water inside us. When we are angry, Even the smallest problems can feel huge. The mind gets hot and cloudy, and it is hard to think clearly or make good decisions. Anger often leaves behind regret, like muddy water that takes a long time to settle. Sometimes, the cause of our inner disturbance is not clear. We may just feel unsettled, with many small worries and doubts moving through our thoughts. Even daily life, busy schedules, too much information, and constant messages on our phones can make it hard to stay calm. Each notification or piece of news is like a small stone hitting the water. Understanding these sources of inner turbulence helps us recognize when our minds are not clear. It is a natural part of being human to experience these feelings, but we do not need to let them control us. By seeing what disturbs our mind, we can learn to be gentle with ourselves and allow the water to become clear again. In our modern world, life is often busy and noisy. There are always things to do, messages to read, and problems to solve. Many people think they need to always be active, always moving, always thinking. But in the teachings of Buddhism, there is great value in stillness. Stillness is not just the absence of action. It is a state of being calm and centered, no matter what is happening around you. When water is still, it becomes clear. In the same way, when we find moments of stillness in our lives, our minds also become clearer. This does not mean we have to stop everything we are doing or go to a quiet place in the mountains. Even in daily life, it is possible to find moments of quiet. For example, you can pause for a few seconds before answering a message on your phone. You can take a deep breath while waiting in line or sitting in your car. These small moments of stillness can make a big difference. Stillness helps us see what is important and what is not. When we are always rushing, we often make mistakes or say things we later regret. But when we are still, we can see our thoughts and feelings more clearly. We do not have to react immediately to every situation. We can choose how to respond, with calm and understanding. Bringing stillness into daily life can also help us feel less stressed and more at peace. It is like giving your mind a chance to rest and recover, even for a short time. Over time, these moments of stillness add up and create a sense of calm that is always there, like the deep water in a quiet lake. By honoring the power of stillness, we learn how to keep our minds clear, even in a busy world. Thoughts and emotions are a natural part of human life. We all experience happiness, sadness, excitement, and disappointment. We have many thoughts each day, sometimes helpful and sometimes distracting. But just like mud or debris can make water cloudy, our thoughts and emotions can also cloud the mind, making it difficult to see things clearly. When a strong emotion comes, such as sadness or anger, it can feel overwhelming. It is like a sudden storm that makes the water rough and unclear. During these times, it is easy to believe that our emotions are the whole truth, or that the way we see things now is permanent. But just as storms pass and the water becomes calm again, our feelings will also change with time. The same is true with our thoughts. Sometimes we get stuck in repeated thoughts about the past or worries about the future. These thoughts can fill our minds and make it hard to focus on what is actually happening right now. It is common to believe everything we think, but not every thought is true or helpful. Many of our thoughts are based on habits, misunderstandings, or old memories. If we try to fight against our thoughts or push away our emotions, it often only makes the water more cloudy. Instead, it is better to notice when the mind becomes clouded and gently remind ourselves that this is natural. The mind, like water, can become clear again when we give it time and space. Understanding how thoughts and emotions affect the mind helps us become less controlled by them. We can learn to watch them come and go without letting them take over. This is how we return to a mind like clear water, by recognizing the clouds, but not letting them block our view forever. Modern life often feels complicated. We have so many choices, so much information, and so many things to think about. Sometimes we try to solve every problem or make everything perfect, but this only adds more confusion and stress. In Buddhist wisdom, returning to simplicity is a way to help the mind become clear, like water without anything extra in it. Simplicity does not mean living without anything or avoiding all responsibilities. Instead, it is about focusing on what truly matters. When we let go of things that are not important, our lives become lighter. For example, it might mean spending less time worrying about what others think, or not always needing the newest things. It could be as simple as choosing to enjoy a quiet meal, or turning off notifications for a little while each day. When we bring simplicity into our daily lives, our minds also become less crowded. We do not have to remember so many things, and our thoughts have more space to settle. This can bring a feeling of relief, like putting down a heavy bag we have carried for a long time. With less clutter in our minds, we can pay more attention to the present moment and see things more clearly. Simplicity also helps us find joy in small things. A single flower, the sound of rain, or a warm cup of tea can become a source of peace when we are not distracted by too many worries. By returning to simplicity, we allow our minds to rest and recover from the noise of daily life. Like water that is left alone, the mind becomes naturally clear when we stop adding more to it. Simplicity is not just about having less, but about making room for clarity, peace, and true understanding. There are times in life when things do not go as we wish. Maybe we face delays, disappointments, or unexpected challenges. In these moments, our minds can become unsettled very easily. The water becomes rough, and it is hard to find clarity. This is when patience and equanimity become important qualities to nurture. Patience is not just about waiting for something to happen. It is about accepting that some things take time to change. Just as muddy water becomes clear only if we wait, some problems or feelings need time to settle. If we become impatient and try to fix everything right away, we often only stir up more trouble in our minds. But with patience, we allow life to unfold in its own way, and we give ourselves space to respond calmly. Equanimity means having a steady mind, no matter what is happening around us. It is the ability to stay balanced when things are good or bad, easy or difficult. Imagine a large lake that does not overflow when it rains or dry up in the sun. In the same way, a mind with equanimity does not get lost in excitement or fall apart in sadness. This does not mean we do not care about what happens, but we do not let our happiness or peace depend completely on outside events. Both patience and equanimity are like gentle guides that help us return to a mind like clear water. They remind us that all storms will pass, and clarity will return if we do not make things worse by reacting too quickly. By nurturing these qualities, we become less troubled by the ups and downs of life. We can watch the changing world around us with a calm mind, finding peace and understanding even in difficult times. Bringing clarity to the mind is not something that happens by force. It is not about controlling every thought or fighting every feeling. Instead, it is more like caring for a garden, where gentle attention and patience are needed. In Buddhist wisdom, we are encouraged to bring gentle awareness to our daily lives. This means being softly present with whatever is happening, without judgment or pressure. Gentle awareness starts with noticing simple things. You might feel the warmth of the sun on your face, or listen to the sound of your own breathing. You can notice the taste of your food, or the feeling of your feet as you walk. This kind of awareness is not about analyzing or changing anything. It is about allowing yourself to simply be with each moment as it is. When we are gentle with ourselves, the mind naturally becomes less tense. If we make a mistake or feel upset, gentle awareness means not scolding ourselves or trying to push the feeling away. Instead, we notice what is happening with kindness. Just as a gardener does not pull at a flower to make it grow faster, we do not need to force our minds to be clear. With time and gentle care, the mind settles by itself. This way of being can be practiced anywhere, even while using your phone or walking down a busy street. It does not require special tools or long hours. Even a few moments of gentle awareness can help the mind become more peaceful and clear. By treating ourselves with softness and patience, we create the right conditions for clarity to appear. A mind cared for with gentle awareness becomes little by little like clear water, open, calm, and able to reflect the world just as it is. Having a mind like clear water is not just an idea to think about. It is something we can bring into our daily lives, no matter where we are or what we are doing. You do not need a quiet temple or a special room to find clarity. Even as you use your phone, go to work, or take care of your family, you can carry this sense of calm and openness with you. Each day, we are faced with many small challenges and surprises. Sometimes things go as we expect, but often they do not. When you meet a problem or feel upset, you can pause for a moment and imagine your mind as clear water. Ask yourself, am I seeing this situation clearly, or is my mind cloudy right now? Just this simple question can help you step back and look at things from a new perspective. Clear water reflects everything, both the beautiful and the difficult. In the same way, we can learn to welcome all of our experiences, not only the ones we like. If you feel happy, enjoy the feeling. If you feel sad, let yourself notice it gently. You do not have to fight your emotions or pretend they are not there. By letting all things come and go, your mind can stay open and clear. When you live each day with a mind like clear water, you become more aware of the beauty around you, even in ordinary moments. Small things, like a smile, a kind word, or the sound of the wind, can bring you peace. Over time, this way of living brings deeper happiness and understanding, no matter how busy or noisy the world may be. The journey to a mind like clear water is one that continues throughout our lives. There will always be times when the water is stirred by troubles or emotions, and times when it is calm and bright. What matters is not achieving perfect clarity every moment, but gently returning to it again and again, with kindness and patience toward ourselves. Each small effort to care for your mind brings benefit, not only to yourself, but to those around you as well. When your mind is clear, your words and actions become more thoughtful, and you can offer understanding and peace to others. This way, the calmness inside you can quietly spread out into the world, like ripples on water. I am truly grateful for everyone who has watched this video, shared their thoughts, or supported this channel in any way. Every like, subscription, comment, and gesture of appreciation, such as super thanks or joining as a member, is received with deep gratitude. Your support makes it possible to continue sharing these teachings and reflections with people around the world. May the image of clear water remain in your heart, reminding you that clarity and peace are always within reach, even in busy or difficult times. Thank you for being part of this community and for walking this path together. If you feel moved to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments, or to connect further with this channel, please know that your presence is valued and appreciated. Wishing you continued clarity, understanding, and peace on your journey.